obviously the win at home, something you really wanted after the last two home results. You put in a really good performance, get the clean sheet for the second week in a row. Can you just talk about how you felt the team's performance was?
Well, we were really good in the final third. In the first half, obviously we didn't get in there loads. Every time we got in there, we were really sharp. I thought we moved the ball well. We moved the ball with purpose in the final third, and we're creating some really good chances and taking them. Yeah, I thought we were took a little while to get going, and the goal almost woke us up. What was really strong from the beginning was the great work the back line did. Pushing Kath in central. It's the first time she's played centre back in a four for a while. Midge in at right back. It's been an enjoyable challenge of getting people in and giving them experiences in the back line. It's not been super consistent, which is what back lines obviously feed off. But whoever's gone in there is stepping up big time, and especially what Menges and Catherine had to deal with A-Rod. I think she's been one of the most dangerous number 9s we've faced, because she can do it all, back to goal and spinning in between and link up and always looking to get off the shoulder. Those two had a big job in trying to keep her quiet, which they did, which made this a really big game and tough game and easier game because they did that. Clinical in the final third, really enjoyable to see. I mean, that chance with Tobin swinging it into Anna near the end, the way that we sprung her down the line, it just looked like we were really enjoying being there and creating chances. So it's good home win, important home win, and proud of the group when it's been a tough couple of weeks with the 3 games in 7 days, the trip to the East Coast, and then a short turnaround coming here back at home, and then obviously another short turnaround. There's some tired bodies out there, but it didn't look like it tonight. They really wanted this win and they got it.
What does it mean being able to get the first goal, which is something you haven't been able to do at home before this game this season? Yeah,
it is important, and we've created the chances to get that first goal. We've played really well to be in a position to get that first goal, minus one game. So to get it was good, and I thought it really pushed us on. It gave us the confidence that we wanted to drive on and be really aggressive. And yeah, it was. I've liked the looks that we've had on the counter the last 2 games, especially in the first half. We've had a bit more control in the second half, but our counter's been really dangerous, and we haven't been able to see the counter loads, because normally we've got to spend a lot of time with the ball in the opposition's half and creating chances through build-up or through our wide play. So it's been fun. The last 2 games we've had a few more counter-attack looks, and we look really lively, really dangerous. And you've got players like Tobin, Sink, Anna, Ellie there on the right side, and Linz, Andy and Ange coming through to support those. It's fun to watch this talented group when they're flying like they were at times tonight.
Mark, the switch to back 4, was that because Sarah was out partially, or just the matchup?
Sorry, with
the switch to a back 4.
Yeah, I think we it's more about accommodating and getting the players higher up the field into positions where they can excel. It's not actually as much about the defenders. We knew we'd start with a similar shape to last year while we were waiting for Andy, for Tobin to come in, and we're still obviously waiting for Rasso and Caitlin to come in. And then at some point we'll move into a back 4, and the hope is that we have the option of both shapes that we've spent a lot of time in the last couple of years, that we can pull out both shapes for a specific game or pull out both shapes in the same game. I think we still need some good work in the 4-2-3-1. I think we can continue to see some work in the 4-2-3-1, and once we feel more experienced, the switch between the two should be easier. But it's not about the defenders, it's more about the higher players, keeping Sink in an important role that she's had, which was really good tonight for us, hustling and working and trying to nick balls and get us rolling and distributing us into great areas. But Anna, Tobin, Midge, who's been out on the wide areas, what Aoife, Mao and Tyler have been doing for us. Yeah, it's playing Tobin on the left side of a 4-2-3-1, I think helps get the best out of her, and she's had a couple of different roles so far, and it's been good to see her give everything to whatever role she's been asked.
Yes, and just getting the lead on a team like Utah that hasn't given up many goals. Was that, I mean, you always want to get the lead, but how important was it
Yeah,
against a team like that?
Yeah, they're a really good team, organised team. With Becky Sabrin in there, it's always hard. Kansas last year, they weren't conceding much, and they had to come over here, and we managed to get 3 past them. It's tough to play them. You have to ask different questions, and I thought us hitting them on the counter looked really good most of the time tonight, and I felt that got the best out of our attacks. And they struggled, but at the same time they kept us. Just looking at the shots and the shots on goal, they kept us more quiet than probably any other team so far this year in quantity. But it was just the quality of the chances we had, and the group were in the mood to score goals.
Can you talk about how you broke down the pressure from Scott and from their midfield? Yeah,
they did really well in Utah in stopping our midfield and robbing our low centre mids of the ball quite a lot. And A-Rod does a great job in keeping it pinned into one half. We've just got to have different ways and different solutions to what oppositions are doing. In the first 4 games, we only had 1 or 2 ways we were going to go forward, and now we're trying to have a bit more. Specifically in the last 2 games, we've seen centre mids get lower or even into wider areas. Any way that we can get them faced up. We combine with the ball, we rotate, and we also will pull them out if we need to get them into the game. And we've got a lot of players who want the ball a lot, and other teams don't want them on it, and they want them facing their own goal. And teams have done well. They've pressed us really well when Linz and Andy have been getting on the ball back to goal with pressure.
Last question. Can you just talk a little bit about Tobin? It looks like she's pretty much back to her best. She had an excellent game running down the lefts. Can you talk about what she was doing well today? Well,
I think Tobin was very important again tonight, and I think she's been exciting and very important in these last few games, and since she's been back with us. If you ask her, she's nowhere near where she knows she can be. She's nowhere near where she wants to be, and it was only 2 days ago that she was demanding and wanting more time on the training pitch and wanting to get more reps because she wants everything to be the best it can. So she's been great. She has been great and exciting. Her energy to beat people and get behind lines. We didn't find her as much as we could behind their back line because she was breaking a lot. But then she comes in and she slows it down and she gets us combining and gets us on the ball and releases pressure. She did that in Washington really well. Those last 15 minutes away from home, Tobin was getting on the ball and just slowing us down. Her and Sync show great intelligence. It's been great to have her back. It's so fun to watch her and try and help her continue to improve. Honestly, not holding back. She thinks she's nowhere near where she wants to be, and I think we're gonna see someone continue just to take off. She's doing a lot of extra finishing with both feet and wanting a lot more finishing. I thought she's done well to bring these getting into the 18 and getting shots off. She's brought that into her game. I mean, 16 when we had her all year, she was creating a lot, and she's wants to be ruthless right now and brings a lot. But yeah, I think this is the beginning. I think it really is just the beginning for her, and you're going to see her continue to grow.
Thanks, Mark.